What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. And today we're going to talk about Wabi. I'm just going to give you guys a quick breakdown on what they're doing, how they're changing the game, or if they aren't changing the game. Anyways, we're just going to do a quick video on what they're doing and talk to you guys about them. What is Wabi? Alright, well, Wabi is like a point ecosystem for like different economies or like different stores and so on. And how they get their points is they actually have this tracking label. They're actually behind a company, or well, the company that is basically the front for them is called Taltech. So Taltech is basically like a RFID sensor. These sensors, you can actually put them on different products, and whenever they're tampered with, it actually breaks the little radio seal that it has. I'll go ahead and play you guys a video on how it works. Here, check out this video and then I'll keep explaining.
So I'm going to introduce the Wabi label. This is the Wabi label. And there are certain anti-fake protection measures that we have with it. It's both digital and physical. I'll start with the digital. So with the digital, there's a small chip inside here. It's an RFID chip. It's unique for every product when we put the label onto a product. So it's like every product has its own passport or its own ID, and it's unique. What happens then is we place this onto a product, and the consumer can use Wabi app on the phone to scan the product. Now, within these 2 seconds that I was scanning it, what happened is that the data which is on the chip and on our server, it changed. This is the strong anti-fake protection feature that we've got. It's similar to, if you know, in banking, there are these devices that banks give you. It looks like a calculator, and then you need to enter the code, and then it gives you another code, and each time it gives you code is different. So this changing codes idea that you get on the banking device is essentially here within the chip and within our system. Now, when people scan it, what they get is not just the confirmation that the product is real, it's also all of the details of where the product was produced, what it looks like, how you can consume it, etc. So this is the digital protection features. Now, there's an additional protection feature which is physical. This label itself was built in a way that it's strong enough to not break it in a normal logistics process. At the same time, it's fragile enough that no one can just take the label off a product and put it on another product, because that would break the whole anti-counterfeiting system. Now, the way that it works is this. So this is how we place it onto a can of baby formula. So when I try to scan it, I can scan it. It scans it, it tells me what the product is, it's real. Now, if I try to remove it, the antenna will break and it will be impossible to use the product. At the same time, if the consumer just opens the product with a normal usage, you open it and it breaks the label as well. So now you cannot reuse it. That's it. Now, if I try to scan it again, it will not work. The antenna is broken, so the chip cannot communicate with the phone. That's it.
A bit about how it works. So now let me tell you how the ecosystem works. So when that customer scans that product or item, they can like vote on it or say, oh yeah, it was a good product, or oh yeah, it wasn't so good, or oh yeah. Basically, whenever they contribute, they get data and they get rewarded, or give data and they get rewarded in points. They can use these points on at any of the stores. This is going to be integrated in the app, or it is already, and they can purchase goods and services there, similar to like Amazon. So they're almost like gift cards. And how it works is whenever they get one of these points, they can be exchanged for one of their dollars. They get issued a GIFEN, or a JIFEN. It's basically just a Wabi point. So when they get these Wabi points, they can buy different items on the ecosystem. And when they get one of these GIFENs, they lock up one of the tokens. And I'll show you a supply curve so you guys can see it. But here's the introduction. So FMCG is one of the largest industries in the world, with global annual sales volume exceeding $1 trillion. So So basically, what FMGC is like it deals with consumer goods. So like buying a bag of chips, bottle of water, cereal, etc. That's how you can understand that. So a lot of people, they're getting all these items. How can you really tell they're truly what they say they are? Like, for example, if someone says, oh yeah, it's organic, oh yeah, it's grass-fed, or oh yeah, it's natural. Well, how do you really know that? Well, that's where these chips are going to come into play. You scan the chip and you can tell exactly everything you need to know about that product. So the reason why these organic products and all these other natural products are so much more expensive is because these companies have to pay so much for marketing, saying, oh yeah, it's natural, oh yeah, it's organic, oh yeah, it's this, oh yeah, it's that. And so a lot of the time you're paying 20 to 30% more on these goods because you're having to pay for their marketing. So this is, again, how the ecosystem works. So for customers, they scan either an NFC label, like the label we showed, or a common product barcode. You can access the most comprehensive overview of the item available on the market. So it's basically a digital app just like Amazon. So like, for example, the next time you buy a toy or a piece of candy for your child, you can make sure that the company made it naturally by scanning these codes. So you scan this code and you get rewarded in points. Whenever you have a scan history that's developed, manufacturers save on marketing, spending, and so on, because now they're getting a transaction history with you, and you're basically saying, oh yeah, it's great, or oh yeah, the product stinks, or oh yeah, the package could be bigger. So they're basically getting feedback on that scenario. So it's almost like the basic attention token in Brave browser. So another way you can earn these Wabi tokens is by like inviting friends. So like it's a reward system. So that also helps. You can also seamlessly redeem your loyalty points through several merchants that participate in it, and it'll be right through the app. And Wabi can also be used for businesses. So this can be used for rapid testing. So you can use it for opinions, surveys, polls, and you can reward them with these Wabi points. So you can get information by giving out Wabi points. So a company can buy a bunch of Wabi points, and if they want to do a poll or anything, they can go ahead and issue it on the app, and then anyone who participates gets a Wabi for each time they vote. Another one is digital ad optimization. So like I said, for example, if a customer is looking at these products, they're like, ah, no, it's a piece of junk, or oh yeah, it's great packaging, or oh, I wish it could be 10 times bigger. Well, they get feedback on their products and they can make it better. Also, they can do something that's like ad targeting. So they can do things on like TikTok, Facebook, WeChat, etc. and reward in Wabi points. They also have a marketplace. So marketplace, you can use your Wabi points to buy different goods and services. Well, not services, but different goods. And then brand protection. So with these RFIDs, if someone was going to counterfeit a good, they can tell whether it's real or not. As you guys saw, if there's a company who is making these chips or taking them off and putting them on their packages, each time it's removed or replaced or broken, it actually makes the signal or the radio wave, it won't work, period. So Wabi is basically the last mile authentication. So it's not business to business. They are in the business of business to consumer. So basically this is allowing the peace of mind to the consumer to know where they're getting their stuff from. So this is their opportunity. And the reason why this can be profitable is because you have these companies that are spending so much money on marketing, development, and basically just proving their brand, and they also have to deal with people making counterfeit goods that are similar to theirs, and this will combat against it because it'll weed out the bad with the good, and people know what's real and what's fake. I've gone to the store so many times and I read a product that says it's organic and it's like 10 bucks more, and you can't really tell whether it's organic or not. The only difference is on one package it says organic and the other package it doesn't. So Wabi is tapping into the marketing budget of companies. So instead of the companies spending so much money on making these different labels, they can simply just use an RFID chip. And here's the different percentages of the market budgets by industry. Consumer packaged goods take up 24% of it, And you got consumer services, tech, communications, mining, construction, service consulting, etc. And here's the adoption statistics. So the Wabi locked-in consumer wallets definitely was quickly adopted, maybe when it first came out, I'd assume. And you guys can see kind of it steeped off or slowly went steady for a bit. So time will tell on what will happen with this. You guys can see the users, and you guys can see the transactions definitely went up like crazy with the Wabi points. So there are currently about 70,000 Wabi token holders, and about 53,000 of them actively use Wabi tokens to earn rewards. The remaining stake in the digital asset ecosystem. So mainly these are speculators, I'd assume. The average number of tokens held is about 56. Token holders are spread throughout 500 areas in China, so well diversified. And here are the tokenomics. They have a total supply of 100 million. And again, we already told you how it works. They lock up the tokens whenever these tokens are, or whenever the tokens are locked up to get a JIFEN, or a JIFEN. So to be issued to a consumer, one Wabi token gets locked out of circulation as soon as someone in China receives bonus points from a purchase. So again, these companies are going to be having to buy these Wabi tokens in order to issue these JIFENs to Chinese. So you can kind of see the evolution of it, and you guys can take a look at the app. They actually have several partnerships. They're partnered with Nestle, Nature's Cafe, Smile Makers, and they have a couple of logistics partnerships and brand partnerships. They're actually partnered with the Chinese government as well. Here are some other merchant partnerships. They got Ratuken and ODU or ODQ. So they're mainly over in China, so keep that in mind. Here's also a quick look at their CoinGecko sheet. 40 million market cap, not crazy. And at fully diluted, they're about 68 million, so keep that in mind. So you guys can check out their Twitter page. They do have a lot of followers. I have seen this token shilled a lot recently, so be aware of that. A lot of YouTubers, not YouTubers, but I've seen a lot of shills for it on YouTube, and even on our channel, people talking about it. So that's why I featured it on the channel to talk about it a bit. So be careful about that if you guys are looking into something like this. This token has been heavily shilled. You guys can also look into Alexander Busarov. He's the co-founder at Taltech. They're actually creating their own ecosystem similar to like Alipay. They're making Talpay. So that's definitely interesting. Really interesting concept. That's kind of what I liked about the ecosystem. But you guys got to be careful with something like this, being that it's crazily hyped up. But here's the, I'm sorry, it wasn't the Chinese government. It's Japan's Ministry of Agriculture, so Japanese. Well, actually, no, that's right. For exporting sake to China. Or sake is like Chinese alcohol. So you guys know what that is. Basically, they'll be using these RFID chips to verify whether these bottles are real or not, and where they came from. Alright guys, we got to stop right now. If you have not already liked, subscribed, and hit that bell notification, we'll do that right now. Guys, because I like to make these videos in order to bring as much value and as much content as I can to you guys. And all I'm asking for is a like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. That way you guys are notified every time we make a new one. Back to the video. Interesting concept. It definitely reminds me of both VeChain and Ambrosis. And so if you guys are wanting to look into this more, make sure you guys do some more research on it. Take a look into the Wabi ecosystem. Talpay is also another name for it, or Taltech. A bit about on the Taltech website, so you guys can look at this as well. I don't read Chinese very well, so I can't really tell you much about it on this ecosystem, but in general, I have both goods and bads about it. This is something that's like, hey, this could do great, or hey, it could do bad. This is just a little bit about the project. There are different risks. It's just something you have to factor in. Hey, does it have a greater chance of going up, or does it have a greater chance of going down? It's hard to really compare this to another company, maybe something like Ratuken. I'm not I'm not Chinese, so I really don't know how big this is over in China. I would assume it's pretty big, but I don't know. I mean, obviously the Japanese, or I'm sorry, the Chinese government partnering up with them in regards to the exports of sake is definitely big. And you guys can look at a couple of the interviews they have with the team. But this would be like a small play. I don't think this is gonna. I'm almost positive this isn't going to be something that's going to be in like the top 20 cryptocurrencies or top 15. But hey, time will tell on it. We'll see what happens. But that's Wabi in a nutshell, what they're looking to do. Me personally, I would like to hold off on this because there is a lot of hype and hopium. It looks like, especially in the Telegram chat, so it looks like it's recently been shilled. So if you're wanting to get into this token, I would probably wait for a pullback because I mean this is a token that used to be like $5 back in the day. So I think people are like, oh, this is going to be the next big thing. And if you look at the map, this literally just exploded. Just imagine if you bought it at $5 and you'd be sitting pretty at 4 cents, right? Well, no, you probably wouldn't. You'd probably be kicking yourself and being like, what kind of dummy was I? Why was I doing that? Well, hey, it is what it is. It happens. But anyways, guys, make sure you guys do your own research. Look into it some more. I'm just telling you the goods and bads on what I see. Oh, but that's Wabi in a nutshell. I really think it's a kind of cool ecosystem and what they're looking to do. But I couldn't tell you enough about them, as in like how their ecosystem's doing, because I'm not over in China. But anyways, Proverbs chapter 25 verses 2. It is the glory of God to conceal a matter. To search out a matter is the glory of kings. So what I assume from this is being humble. So God basically is, so you can look at it like this. God rewards those who are humble. There's a good example of this in the Old Testament where Solomon, he basically could have, he was able to get anything he wanted. He could have got riches, gold, silver, anything he wanted, and all he prayed for was wisdom. When he prayed for wisdom, God still just went ahead and blessed him with all the riches, the greatest kingdom, basically blessed him with everything, because all he prayed for was wisdom. I mean, guys, if you could pray or ask for anything, what would you ask for? Well, you guys are watching this channel or this cryptocurrency channel to get different ideas of different altcoins or different crypto projects to what? Make money. I mean, no one, I mean, just think about it. What you should do is pray to God, pray for wisdom, and it'll come. That's the best thing to do, guys. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you guys can be ahead of the game every time we make a new video. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and without you guys watching, I wouldn't keep doing these videos, but I'm hoping I'm helping you guys. If I am, smash that like button. Go ahead and get started with the triple threat. Go ahead and start with the Celsius account. Here's a referral link where you guys can earn $20 in BTC. Really awesome. Set up a Celsius account, easy to use, and you get crazy interest rates on your Celsius account. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, you name it. The next one in the triple threat is a Crypto.com account. Super easy to use, super easy to set up, really easy to buy and sell on it. I don't like how it doesn't have limit orders, but really easy to use. And here's another referral code for 25 bucks in CRO. Here's the referral link, A8GP, you guys can read it. But anyways, guys, a cool place to buy cryptocurrency on the go. Allows you to buy small altcoins, unlike Celsius. Celsius is more so like your bank account. And the third one, this one is a fun one, Voyager. This one is more so where you can buy with limit orders. It doesn't have as many altcoins as Crypto.com, but it's really easy to use, easy to set up, and yes, this one does come with a referral link as well, and you'll get $25 in BTC. This is how you can do a limit order, super easy to use, and they don't charge any trading fees whatsoever. Here's the referral link. You can't copy and paste it, but you can look in the description to copy and paste, and you can put that in and set one up. 25 bucks, free BTC. This is the funnest one though. Lolly, free. There is a referral link to this one too. I've actually won 100,000 sats one time on one of the taps, which is worth like 100 bucks in Bitcoin. So it's crazy. Look, and there's even proof in the wallet. Look at that, daily stack, 101. Guys, set one up. It's really easy to do. Download a Lolly account and just set it up. And of course, guys, if you guys are a pro, there's a link in the description so you guys can sign up with KuCoin and Binance US to get some trading fee discounts. Thanks.